What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Playmaker Wave with the playbook. Hope you have a great day, morning, or evening. Y'all read the title, man. Three stocks to be buying all February 2025. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I want to appreciate you give this video a chance. Make sure to hit that bell and sub button because we don't just post weekly stock analysis like this, but we also post weekly crypto analysis, weekly Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana analysis on top of that, as well as trade breakdowns or day trading tips because we also day trade over here. We live stream and live trade every day, London session 3 a.m. EST on this very same channel. So this is not your typical investment channel. We teach you how to make money investing all different types of ways, including the front end and the back end, showing you how to make active as well as passive income on these charts and when it comes to investing. Now, speaking of which, I want to give a special shout out to the members and students, as well as a special shout out to those that was in the London session live streams last week. Broke down both these GJ setups as well as called these GJ setups out. You see this one was a beautiful 1-to-3 short ratio set, caught over 170 pips this one, and then this one we caught over 150 plus pips on this one as well. Another beautiful 1-to-3, almost 1-to-4 risk to reward, ratio setup. And basically what risk to reward means is whatever you're risking versus the reward. So this says 3.85, which means basically almost 4. So whatever I risked, I made 3, almost 4 times that amount. So for example, if I risked $100 on this trade, I would have made $380. If I would have risked $1,000 on this trade, I would have made $3,800 off this one trade alone in just a few hours. Now, again, you can see here in advanced play signal room, we go here. This was February 7th, entry SL. You see the time we enter this trade, TP's getting hit. And then you go right here, you can see this was February 7th, Friday. Then we go to this one, you see the date, Thursday, February 6th. We go here. We scroll up to February 6th, all TPs got hit. We can see this trade was indeed, in fact, called on February 6th. You can see the entry SL, time, so y'all can verify all this stuff y'all want as well. Now, we also have a free signal, free Telegram, y'all. First link in the description. Make sure to check that out. Now, this video, we're going to be talking about 3 stocks that I recommend y'all buy. I'm pretty up on a bunch of these as well, as I talked about these videos in the past. I talked about these in past videos. Now, this video, like always, we're going to talk about specific price points as well as my analysis projection. We can see price doing or going this week as well as ultimately for the month. So the first one we're going to talk about is Palantir. Now, Palantir has freaking exploded. Now, before we talk about what it's done just the past couple months, let's talk about what it's done since last year. So we're in February. So we go to January 2024, February 2024. It was as low as $16.25. It is currently at $110 at the time of this recorded video. That thing did more than a 3x. Okay, and that was just 12 months of holding or investing in this, right? If we look at 2 years ago, January 2023, that thing was $7. So imagine what happens if you invest into something that's smart, you will leave in a good company for a year, 6 months. Now imagine what you could have made investing in it for literally a couple weeks to a month. Now I talked about it in my most recent stock video as well as my previous stock video before that. I talked about the one going into 2025 or the one I talked about going into 2025, that stock video, as well as the one I posted in January, right? I think it was on the 16th or the 22nd I posted that video. So y'all would have bought January 22nd right here when it was at $70, $72. It's currently at $110. You'd be up 40-50% right now. If y'all would have bought after Christmas, which would have been the 30th right here, right? Or the beginning of January, you would have got it around $75, but you would still be up right now, right? So again, this is why it's so important not only to invest in smart stocks and cryptos and things like that, but also to get in at specific price points. So now let's go back on the bigger time frame here. So we can see that we're clearly bullish in a beautiful uptrend. So what we need to see and what we can expect is a couple things, right? So again, we talked about this. No, we talked about this in the video, right? So that we have a gap here, right? So this gap just got formed between Tuesday and Monday, as we can see here, right? So when there's a gap, there's a high chance and likelihood that price is going to fill that up. So if Palantir cannot hold 100, 102 as support, do not be too shocked or surprised if it retraces to fill this gap up. It makes its way back down to $84, $85. Okay, so pay attention to $100 and $85. Now, if we can maintain holding $85 support, we can see price push back up. But again, remember, it needs to hold the 100 as support in order for us to see 120, 150 get hit. Now, if it fails to hold $85 as support, we could see price retrace back down to $70, $68. So do not be too shocked or surprised if we see that take place. All right, retracements are part of the game. Now, I did do a nice retest on $70. So again, we don't want to see it go past that, but if it goes to this price point, we'll talk about that in an updated video. So make sure to pay attention to those price levels that we just talked about. Now, stock number 2 is Nvidia. Again, I posted last week an emergency video because we had a gap on Nvidia, just like with Palantir, but it was the opposite. Instead of gapping upwards, we gapped downwards on Nvidia. I told y'all it was the perfect time to buy. So if y'all want to buy after this gap, you'd literally be up right now. So again, if it can hold $122, $125 as support, we can see price pushes way back up to $140, which we see price attempting to do so right now. And if it can hold $140 as support, we see price shoot back up to $155. Where if it can break $155, we can see it push it back up to 160, ultimately up to 180. Now, again, this thing is very bullish. So if it does, though, fail to hold 125 as support, do not be too shocked or surprised if it retraces back down to $105 or even on the extreme $90. But again, you want to buy when things are on sale, right? You want to buy when things are on discount. So that's not an issue. Then that brings us into stock number 3, which is going to be Tesla. Again, Tesla's retracing right now. It failed to hold 385 as support. So if it continues to fail to hold 385 as support, we can see price retracing back down to 325, where that's another good price point to DCA in at. Now, if it fails to hold that on the extreme, we can see price possibly try to retest to 72.65. So don't be too shocked or surprised if we see that happen. Now, again, we can see here, as we go into smaller time frames, we see price failed to hold this low as support, tried, but failed to break past 425, which caused price to reject. All right. So again, pay attention to these price points. But in order for price to push back up and the next higher high to be made, it's going to need to hold 390 as support. So again, pay attention to 390, pay attention to 330, 325, and pay attention to 268/300 price points. All right, y'all, these are 3 stocks I'm going to be buying all February 2025. Again, there's a reason why I'm talking about these 3 stocks. Do research on what these stocks are doing, what these companies are doing. Again, research what Palantir is up to, research what Nvidia is up to, and research what Tesla is up to. There's a lot of things about to take place, not just this year 2025, but within the next 5 years with these 3 companies. All right, y'all. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. If you're interested in learning how to identify these levels by Signal service with my mentorship program, make sure to hit those links in the description, y'all. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. Advanced Play Signal, we trade Tokyo session exclusively with the members. We trade London session and then New York. Just like the Sunday chart analysis I drop in the free Signal, I drop one every day during New York session called the New York Price Watch List. This is where I go over the trades we took during Tokyo session, London session, and possible sales going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I take it a step further and go over key price points to look for entries and exits on. As you can see here, I call this Signal. You see I'm walking y'all through what's going on with the trades we're in. I'm giving y'all updates to what I talked about in the New York Price Watch List. And then of course you see me showing y'all screenshots to visually show y'all what's going on behind the scenes, or what I see on my end behind the scenes. All right, we also have exclusive live streams that we go live during New York news events at least twice a week. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in here so you can watch them when you get a chance. You have access to over 500 videos of daily chart analysis and weekly live streams. And in fact, you have access to even the ones last year in 2022. Then there's also the pinned messages like the account size key, the student and member group chat, and much more. Now, I also have the course, of course. The course doesn't just teach you my trading strategy, it also teaches you how to read the charts, because that's what I teach y'all. You saw I had no indicators, no trend lines. It's simply just market flow and trading and entering and exiting off key price levels. Now, all the stuff that I just went over, you get access to all that stuff in the course channel. So that way, not only do you have the step-by-step playbook of how to look and read any chart at all times, but you have ongoing chart analysis, ongoing education for life. Now, I also have one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions also comes with access to the advanced play signal room and the student member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, but then you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded an hour long, but you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded in an hour long, and they're sent to you the same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So if you're interested in that, hit those links in the description. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also, make sure to follow me on there, and TikTok _playmakerway_. I post daily on both pages. And I'll see y'all next time I'm live or next time I post a video. Peace. We out.